And the phone lines are open. 1-888-825-5254 is the way to join us. And when you're calling in, of course, there's Andrew Babinski and the Kim Komando Show Man Cave. Hello there.
Hello, Kim. Katie in Green Bay is first up.
Okay.
She had an incident.
An incident?
Yes. Her fiance left at 3 o'clock in the morning, went to work, came home later that afternoon and said, hey, where was our daughter last night? And Katie said, well, of course, she was sleeping in her bed, being a perfect little angel. And he said, no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't?
Car wasn't here.
Oh, Katie snuck out?
She did.
No.
Yes.
Did you ever sneak out of the house?
Not one time. Wait a minute, my dad's working. Yeah.
You did? Where'd you go?
To a party.
Okay.
I mean, where all teens go. I also did the classic, I'm going over to Ben's house, and then Ben said, I'm going over to Andrew's house, and then we went over to Katie's house. But she says that she has the tracking system with Sprint, but that's only good, A, if she's awake, and B, if her daughter isn't just leaving her phone at her friend's house and still going off.
What teenager leaves a phone anywhere?
That's a good point. Her daughter is doing it.
Okay. Then there's something fishy going on there in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hi there, Katie.
Hi.
And you thought she was all tucked in, nice, sleeping as an angel?
Exactly.
And then, lo and behold, the next day you find out that, where was she at 3 a.m.? Now, did she ever confess to doing this?
She did confess after numerous times of having to ask her. Then she did finally admit, well, okay, I did sneak out.
Tell me about the Sprint phone. What do you have on that?
It's Sprint Family Locator.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
So, but I have to go on the app, and then I have to locate. So, again, if I'm sleeping, I'm not going to be doing that.
Right. So what exactly are you looking for now to help you?
I'm looking for either a device that I can put in her car, or another app. But like I said, she'll leave her phone at her friend's house and say she's there, but she'll go somewhere else. So I don't know how much an app will work. Just so maybe something, just more of a device I can leave in her car and she won't notice.
Okay, so now are you worried about her leaving the house again?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay, there are all these, there are all kinds of trackers that you can put in our car. And they go back to say, you know, on the car they have something called the onboard diagnostics port, okay? And so you buy a little gadget, it's about $150, and then you pay a monthly subscription fee. And then you can go online or you can get alerts. You can set up virtual boundaries. You can go on, you can see if there's any hard braking, the speeds that she's going, if she goes out of a certain area. As a matter of fact, when it's in the car, it's not like it's silent. Because if she does go too fast, or a hard acceleration, or goes around the corner, or jumps a light, or whatever it may be, that chip is actually going to beep at her 4 times. And so she'll hear it go beep, 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 and then she knows that that event has now been recorded. And so therefore you can go back and see exactly what those events are. And you can go on, you can see, it even goes down to the second, like where, you know, when they got in the car, where they drove to, how long they were there. I mean, it's really anything that this car does, truly, you'll have a record of it. So you might be wondering, so like, how do I know so much about this, right, Katie? I mean, how do I know?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually have one in my son's car.
Oh, okay.
And Ian knows that it's there and he has to know that it's there because he'll come to us, Barry and I, maybe at dinner, he'll say, you know, the car beeped at me 4 times and here's why it did. Okay. And, okay, so, but that's okay. I would rather him know. Now, subsequently, he's had it in his car for like 3 months, and he's actually come to me saying that he thinks that he's now a better driver.
Oh.
Because he's learning by himself with this chip in the car, instead of saying you or your fiance in the passenger seat, like sweating, right? And you're like, no, don't do that. God, yeah. You know, you have the white knuckles, and I'm sure you have done what I've done as well, is that, you know, you have the brake on your side, but it doesn't work, okay? So it's like,
yes.
So, and that's made by, the one that I selected is made by a company called Davis, and I'm happy to give you links out to it. But you already have tracking apps on the phone, so, you know, you could put something like Live 360 on it. But there may even be another solution to this. I mean, I'm sure you sound like you set her down, you've talked to her about this, right? I mean, it's dangerous. 2 o'clock in the morning is probably the worst time for you to drive and all that other stuff. And you know, we trusted you, and now we can't trust you anymore. And we're gonna take away the phone, take away the car, you know, all that good parenting stuff. But there may actually be a low-tech solution, and that is you put a security system in the house, if you haven't already. And anytime the door or the window's open, and she will have to disarm the house, which it'll wake you up, okay? If she goes to turn off the chimes, then it'll sound again. If she goes to open a window, the alarm will go off. And so that may be another option for you.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it's, you know, it's how...
I'm trying to keep it low budget, though, so I'm not... That sounds like that may be pricey.
Well, it's, you know, it depends. You know, it depends who you go to. I mean, of course, we have a sponsor, Simply Safe, and so if you go to simplysafekim.com, you put together a package. It's like $250, and then it's $14.99 a month for monitoring. But you can put sensors on windows, on doors, and so that may be a way for you to start building the trust back. Because if you, you know, and this way she knows that it's there. I don't. You know, once she already gets in the car, the chip is activated. So what we want to do is we want to prevent her from actually getting in the car.
Right, right.
Because at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, that's not a good time for anybody to be on the road, right? Because all the drunks are hitting the road, and she's inexperienced, and it's dark, and you know the whole drill. So I think, you know, I'll put links to the chips, as I mentioned. There's also the other app, Live 360, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that she doesn't get in the car. And I think the easiest way to do that is to put a security system on in the house. And if little Susie wants to sneak out, she knows that everybody's going to be woken up before she actually can even get in that car. And again, thank you for your call.